inte att du ska vara här. För mig är du inte välkommen i Sverige. Jag tycker att du allvarligt ska fundera på att flytta någon helt annanstans.
Dear concerned citizens, as all of you know, racism and fascism have openly become acceptable compliments and fashionable in Sweden. For many years, some of my racist, junkie, and alcoholic neighbors disturbed me very late at night while living there illegally. Even the police have been involved, making arrests after I asked these individuals to respect the law and order. They threatened to kill me and said I should go to Arabia, repeatedly trying to enter my apartment and harm me. They even put petrol inside my apartment. The police were involved in these incidents as well. The housing company allowed them to live there against all the laws and rules. Some even had the same surname as the housing company area manager. You can see this in the evidence. Later on, one of that gang saw me at a pedestrian crossing and took the opportunity. He weaponized his vehicle and hit me. There were 3 witnesses at the crime scene. This entire ordeal is backed by video evidence that you can see for yourself.
Då sätter jag håret på din dörr. Jag lovar, de kommer att ta livet av det.
Fick vi någon raps eller någonting? Ifall polisen är dragen.
I am seeking compensation of 2,500,000 Swedish krona for physical and psychological damages, as well as reimbursement for my personal belongings, including my glasses, telephone, clothing, medical expenses, and documented evidence, images and hospital records. The person responsible, Peter Oman, has never apologized for his actions and has refused to compensate me for any of the damages. He has not paid for my broken glasses, my phone, or my medical expenses. Even his insurance company has refused to cover the damages, offering only 10% compensation, which is unacceptable. I have personally paid approximately 2,850 Swedish krona for medical expenses, and I do not have insurance. Peter Oman is my neighbor and is associated with individuals who have threatened me and attempted to force me to leave Sweden. They have stated that if I do not leave, they will kill me. Please refer to the following complaints. 5000_K30183155 5000K13779791 5000K43062024 Introduction Police Unit, Radio Car 319250, was dispatched by RLC to Osagatan 106 in response to a traffic accident involving personal injury. Crime description: Peter Oman is suspected of driving his vehicle. Registration YYY40G, into me, Rico Hendren, as a pedestrian, at high speed. As a result of the impact, I was thrown into the air. As confirmed by video evidence and 3 witnesses. One female witness clearly stated that I was hit with significant force and thrown to the ground. There is clear evidence showing that Peter Oman provided false information to the ambulance personnel. The ambulance driver examined my injuries, including damage to my knees and hands, and observed my torn clothing. Witnesses attempted to explain the severity of the incident, but the ambulance driver dismissed their statements. The ambulance driver appeared to minimize the situation and suggested that the police might follow up, instead of treating the incident with appropriate seriousness. This raises concerns about misconduct and possible discrimination. It is unacceptable that a vehicle, which can be considered a dangerous weapon, was allowed to leave the scene without proper investigation, inspection, or collection of witness statements. Injuries as a result of the incident: I suffered the following injuries. Fracture of my left wrist, injury to my left knee, damage to my right knee, injury to the left side of my head, internal pain. Including possible kidney and organ damage, these injuries are supported by hospital photos and video evidence. I continue to experience severe pain, including difficulty sitting. Location and circumstances: the incident occurred at Ozurgatan 106, near 111, in Södermalm, Stockholm. Peter Oman drove from Götgatan into Ozurgatan and reached the pedestrian area within seconds. It is evident that he saw me and intentionally drove into me. Additional concerns: further investigation revealed that Peter Oman is connected to neighbors who have previously threatened me. These individuals, some of whom may be residing illegally, have repeatedly harassed me, attempted to enter my home, and threatened to kill me if I did not leave Sweden. Despite multiple reports to the police, no effective action has been taken. I have lived in fear for years due to repeated harassment. My only requests to these neighbors were that they follow building rules, including not smoking in the corridor, not making excessive noise late at night, and not disturbing shared spaces. Legal action: I am also pursuing legal action against Swedish authorities, including law enforcement, the Public Prosecutor's Office, and the healthcare system, for systemic discrimination, negligence, and failure to protect my rights. I am seeking compensation from the Swedish state in the amount of 2,500,000 Swedish krona for the long-term harm, suffering, and repeated violations of my rights, including the dismissal of evidence and denial of proper medical care. Medical concerns: I have evidence that medical staff failed to properly examine my injuries. A doctor, Cecilia Holmberg, dismissed my injuries and suggested that my wrist injury may have been pre-existing, despite clear evidence to the contrary. She also refused to conduct further examinations such as X-rays or MRI scans and made inaccurate statements in my medical records. I am submitting supporting evidence, including screenshots, videos, and hospital documentation, which demonstrate inconsistencies, negligence, and attempts to minimize my injuries and defend the driver.